Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This shir is entitled The Halachot of an Etrog. So first of all, we have to make sure the Etrog is not more grafted from another tree. There are various signs that indicate that it's a halachic Etrog, and of course, all the ones that are supplied, especially ones on the Ashgacha, of course, have been checked that they are not more kav. There are 4 different parts to the Etrog. The bottom where it's attached to the tree is the oketz. Then you have the body of the etrog itself. The upper part that slants towards the top is known as the chotem, and then you have the pitum is the little part on top, the stick that's on top, and then on top of that, is the crown, so to speak. That's the shoshanta. So the halach is the following. The most important part is the chotem. We paskin like the rosh, as I said, that the top that slants in towards the top. Rashi says it's the line right at the beginning where it slants in. Rambam says it's right by the area of the shoshanta and the pitum. We paskin is the rosh as it turns in towards the top. That is the chotem, the most important part. What does it mean, the most important part? That if, let's say, a black spot, that is a psul, black spot is a problem, and it validates the etrog, but only in certain conditions. If it is in the chotem, that upper part, that's when it will validate even one small spot. But if it's in the lower part, then let's say there's 2 or 3 spots. So 2 spots is not a problem. 3 spots could be a problem if they're on different sides, and that when if you would connect all 3 spots, it would cover the majority of the etrog, then everyone would agree it's a problem. And if it's on the same length, so if you attach all 3 spots, it's only a small part. It just surrounds the whole etrog, but in terms of the area, it doesn't cover the majority of the area. So Mishabura says it's a problem. Chazon Ish says it is not a problem. Of course, best to avoid it. On the bottom, by the oketz area, many poskim say that that's not an issue because it's not an area that we really see. Now, what does it mean to see the etrog? It means to look so close and study for a long time. Shulchan Aruch Harav and many other poskim say, Mishabura writes this as well, that it is when we see the etrog at a normal distance, let's say we only hold the distance about 1 foot or so, 1.5 feet away from our face, and with a basic look. So we hold it in our hand, we turn our hand, a few seconds, we don't see it, it's fine. You don't see the black dot, not on the top, not on the bottom, it's fine. Well, let's say when you look really, really close, you see it. Oh, and then when you look at a distance, now I see it because I know what I'm looking for. No, that's not a problem. It has to be a natural look from a normal distance. That's the Mishabura. So that's halach of a black dot, which is a problematic color, and that's when it would be possible. So you certainly want to make sure the upper part has no black dots, and then the bottom, as we said. The color, of course, is yellow. If it is green, turning into yellow already, it's fine. If it's totally green, that's a problem because it could be it's going to stay green. It's the wrong color. If it started to turn, then it's all right. So you don't want to get a totally green etrog. Regarding chaser, so if there's a hole going straight through, that's a problem, even if there's nothing missing. But the hole going straight through, or the hole even going to the seeds area, even if there's nothing missing, that's a problem. And if it is chaser, then even a little bit, that is a problem. We want to make sure there is nothing chaser, nothing missing from the etrog. So those are some of the basic halachot of the etrog. Yavesh, if it is a yavesh dried out, that is a problem. Normally, Baruch Hashem, that is not an issue. And then you have the bletlach. What's a bletlach? Those brown marks that are on it. Normally happens from thorns rubbing against it. So a bletlach, some say, is fine if you don't feel it. Some say it's fine because it's a part of the natural growth. So the nafkamina, what comes out of those two is, let's say you do feel it. It's clearly above the surface. So some say that would be a problem. Many of the bletlach that we have, is you don't see it. You see it, but you don't really feel it. It's just part of the texture of the etrog itself. So therefore, it is not a problem. Okay, someone could find an etrog that's totally clean. It's very, very nice. Some say that bumps is nice as well. So that's an overview of some of the basic halachot of an etrog, and it's Hashem. Everyone should be able to find the right etrog and find a kosher etrog, a beautiful etrog, and that's it. So just to summarize, you have the want to make sure it's not mokav. You have the 4 parts of the etrog. You have the fact that it should be yellow or turning yellow. You want to make sure there's no black dots on the top part of the chotam at all. And on the rest of it, you don't want it to be that if you have 3 dots you connected, it's going to surround the majority of the area, as opposed to, let's say, 3 dots on the same size. So that doesn't affect anything. 3 small dots on the same size. Then we talked about the bletlach. And, of course, in terms of a pitum, if the whole pitum is off, it could be a problem. The oketz, if it's a problem. If it grows without it, then that's totally fine. Shalom.